Good afternoon, everybody. Today is St. Patrick's Day, Tuesday, March 17th, 2026, and we are here for a town board meeting. I'd like to ask that Councilwoman Denise Merrifield lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you, Supervisor.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Mr. Rothwell, Councilman Rothwell, do you have someone for the invocation?
Yes, Supervisor. We are honored today to once again have Lieutenant Esther Togara from the Salvation Army to join us in our invocation to lead us today. So, Lieutenant, if you would please come forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Could you please stand with me so that we can just pray together? Our Heavenly Father, we come before your throne this afternoon. Lord, we thank you. We bless your name, for you are God each and every day. Lord, we thank you for each and everyone who's here. We thank you for the administration, for leadership. Lord, we praise your name for our community, Lord. Continue to guide and be with each and every one of us, Lord. We invite your presence, Lord, as we are starting this session, Lord. We invite you so that you take control. Lord, we thank you for each and every one for what is about to happen and about to be said. Let it be coming from you, Holy Spirit. Guide us and be with us. Protect each and every one of us, Lord. We bless your name for each and every one. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you for your community work that you do.
Absolutely. Well, today, again, just as I mentioned, is St. Patrick's Day. And with that, we have also a very special birthday that we celebrated. And so I'd like to invite our town historian, Georgette Case, to lead us in that.
Greetings! Huzzah! 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 Today we have a little history. As I look back in my mind's eye, I see the crowd growing as we all join for the 42nd anniversary of American independence in 1818. The local papers reported the events of the day were performed with great harmony and decorum, with joy and gratitude, and beaming on every face. At the end of the Civil War, 1866, July 4th, we celebrated with church bells, and anyone who had a bell was up with the sun and creating a cacophony of sounds. Residents watched and joined with the Riverhead Fire Department. The parade wound around all through the streets of Riverhead. Judge Thomas M. Griffin was honored to read the Declaration of Independence. There were prayers, poems, and music at the happy event. 10 years later, July 4th, 1876, it was America's 100th birthday. All stops were pulled out. Such noise, oh my gracious. Church bells rang, cannons fired, whistles blew, drums beat, bugles tooted. From morning till late night, the Riverhead brass band played on top of the Hill building, which still stands, with playing rousing music of patriotic selections. Churches and businesses along the street were festooned with patriotic banners. Private homes flew flags. One house had more than 50 flags on it and around it. The headline read, "The old town did itself proud." Oh yes, I remember it well. And now, Riverhead's most treasured document, dated 1792 will be read by Supervisor Halpin.
I'm humbled to read this. The New York State law establishing the town of Riverhead. An act of the New York State Legislature establishing the town of Riverhead reads as follows. Chapter 24. An act to divide the town of Southold in Suffolk County passed the 13th of March, 1792. The preamble reads, whereas many of the freeholders and inhabitants of Southold in Suffolk County have represented to the legislature that their town is so long that it is very inconvenient for them to attend a town meeting, and also to transact the other necessary business of the said town, and have prayed that the same may be divided into two towns. Therefore, Riverhead town, erected from Southold, be it enacted by the people of the state of New York, represented in the state and the assembly, that all that part of the said town of Southold lying to the westward of the line beginning at the Sound and running hence southerly to the bay, separating the towns of Southampton and Southold, and which is the eastern boundary or side of a farm now in the tenure or occupation of William Albertson, and is the reputed line of division between the parishes of Aquabog and Mattatuck, shall from and after the first Monday in April next be erected into distinct and separate town by the name of Riverhead, and the first town meeting of the inhabitants of said town shall be held at the dwelling of the house of John Griffin at the Riverhead. And the said town shall enjoy all the rights, privileges, and immunities which are granted to the other towns within this state by an act of the legislature passed on the 7th of March, 1788, entitled, An Act for Dividing the Counties of this State into Towns, Divisions of the Poor, read as this, and to be further enacted, the poor of the town of Southold on the first Monday of April next shall afterwards be divided by the town of Southold and the town of Riverhead in such proportions as the overseers of the poor for this time being of the town respectfully shall agree, and in case of disagreement of the said overseers, then in such portion as the supervisors of the county at their next annual meeting shall direct, and the contingent charges and expenses of the town of Southold that have already arisen and shall arise before the first Monday in April next, shall be assessed, levied, and paid in the same manner as if that act had not been passed. So read. Thank you, Georgette, very much. And we look great for 234 years, don't we? Happy birthday to you. We can't hear you.
Happy birthday to you.
One more time.
Happy birthday,
Dear Riverhead, happy birthday to you.
Wow. Georgette, I have one question for you. Was John Griffin's house, I know there was a Griffin house on this property, was that John Griffin's house?
It was his son's and son-in-law's property.
Okay, just wanted to
It was
clarify.
Terrell, Alan Terrell. It was first Vale, then Alan Terrell, and then Tim Griffin, Timothy G. Griffin, owner of Griffin Hardware Store, at a house on this property.
Let Councilman Kern ask those questions, because a lot of people don't envision Bob as a young boy, but he was a little boy back then when the town was founded. So here he is.
Yeah, Ben Franklin was a friend of mine. We grew up together.
Great job, Georgette.
Thank you, Georgette. Thank you very,
Georgette.
very much. Much appreciated. At this time, we have so many great things to just be a part of today. We have a proclamation, and I'm actually going to let Councilwoman Denise Merrifield take it from here.
Okay, thank you, Supervisor. In honor of Women's History Month, the town of Riverhead would like to honor Judge Lori Hulse. And I'd like to read a proclamation. If you want to step forward, I can read it to you.
Yeah, we should go down there. Yeah, we'll go down there. No, you first.
All right. In honor of Women's History Month, and I'm going to need a lot of breath to go through all your credentials, Your Honor. Okay. Whereas,
Am I that old?
No, you're that accomplished. All right. Whereas Honorable Lori M. Hulse graduated from St. John's University Law School in 1991, where she served as the first female president of the Student Bar Association and worked as an assistant district attorney for the Brooklyn District Attorney's Office, serving as a deputy bureau chief there, and further serving in the Suffolk County District Attorney's Office as well, and as a town attorney for the town of Southold, gaining valuable experience and positively changing every respective community before ultimately being elected and serving as a Riverhead Justice Court in 2015, becoming just the second female justice in the town's history, a capacity she continues to adeptly and dutifully fill, while also serving as a member and past president of the Suffolk County Magistrates Association. And whereas Judge Hulse, being a loving wife of Michael Verity and proud mother of Cole and Rhatigan Montefusco, served as an inspiration and role model for her family, with Cole becoming a Riverhead town police officer and Rhatigan attending law school, and commanding the admiration and appreciation of the Justice Court staff for her protective demeanor and willingness to advocate on their behalf. Now, let it be known, Lori deeply cares for the Riverhead School District, where she served as a school board on the school board from 2000 to 2006 and 2014 to 2016, as president from 2003 to 2006. She has a burning passion for the town of Riverhead and the greater Riverhead community. She is a devoted parishioner to St. Isidore Church in Riverhead, has volunteered coaching the Riverhead Little League baseball and softball teams, and is currently a volunteer coach for the CYO basketball ages 4 to 6. That must be the Little Tyke version, right? Yes.
Mini basketball.
Now, therefore, it is proclaimed that Jerry Halpin, the supervisor of the town of Riverhead, together with the entire town board, and on behalf of the residents in the town of Riverhead, we do hereby recognize Women's History Month and congratulate Honorable Lori M. Hulse for her wealth of knowledge, inspiration, wisdom, and unwavering loyalty to the New York Metropolitans. Mine is starting to waver.
My folks know that very well. They know.
And for all the women who've enriched our nation beyond measure with their strength and determination. Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Congratulations. Thank you, Bob. Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you. Very nice. Appreciate it. I'm just going to be really quick because I'm an attorney. I have to say a couple words. I was fortunate to be raised by two people, my parents, who told me always that you can accomplish anything that you try. So I really did make my dreams come true. I really enjoy serving as town justice in Riverhead. My most important accomplishment by far as a woman is being the mother of Cole and Rhatigan Montefusco, because they're really good people and they make me proud every single day. So thank you very much. I appreciate the acknowledgement.
So you guys want to stay down there for a second? So I'm just going to ask the town board to stay down there. Oh, go ahead. Take your
Just
picture.
want to take a picture with
Yep.
everybody.
Yep.
Your Eminence.
I don't know. Oh, am I getting all those too?
Yeah, no.
We're really lucky to have you.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
I'm reading for the mic so they can hear us. So our next order of business, and I am so lucky that we get to do this, and is because it's Women's History Month, one of the things that we wanted to do is we wanted to honor every one of our department heads that is a current department head, and we are so excited, along with our two councilwomen that sit up here with us and lead the way. And so I'm just going to read all of their names And so what we're honored to do of the certificate of appreciation that we have for you. And then those, I know some of them let us know that they were in meetings and had different things going on, and we're so thankful. That's how hard they work for us. But those that are here, we'd like for you to come up with the town board and to share in that. So I'm going to hand this stack to my councilman here, and if you hold it, because those two ladies are being, and Bob, if you would read these. So if we just like alternate our names, we'll start with Bob, we'll just go this way and back down. How's that sound?
Okay.
Just the name.
Denise Merrifield.
And now we're going to honor Joanne Waskey.
Thank you.
Teresa Baldinucci.
Lori Zaneski.
Dawn Thomas.
Jeanette Diapolo.
Oh, Bob's got like 12 over there.
Laverne Tenemer.
Georgette Case.
Kelly Tucci.
Meredith Lipinski.
There we go. Did you get all those? Go ahead, skip me, because, you're done too? We're done, Bob, you get to keep bringing
No, we have one more.
There.
Donna Brown.
Yeah, Donna Brown. So your certificate of appreciation says, on behalf of the Riverhead Town Board and the residents of Riverhead, and in honor of National Women's History Month, I present the certificate of appreciation. We, to the town historian or whatever your department head is that you lead, and you wholeheartedly commit yourself to serving the residents of Riverhead and all the employees. I said this at our most recent department head meeting. Bob was there. We work with some of the most exceptional department heads that are not, they are human, and they work every day for the taxpayers in this town. And the people sitting up here, we're lucky enough to get to represent them. So thank you. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts for what you do. Thank you for disagreeing with us and pointing the five of us in the right direction at times, and never, ever saying what you really want to say, but always saying the kind things. So if you're in the room and you're here, or if you're watching and you're able to get down, come down. We'll all take a group picture together. We would love that, and we'll hand those to you. Please. Yeah, give it up for them. It's exciting.
Denise.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bob. Way more important. So, Dawn Thomas, there's yours. Yeah.
Lori Zaneski's not here.
They are just working. A couple of them texted let us know that they're working, so we will.
All right, Donna.
We'll lay those right next.
Better known as CIA Dana. Meredith, where are you?
She stepped out.
She stepped out?
Big babe.
So you want to lay those up? Maybe we'll lay them here and maybe we'll superimpose them later.
We have to go shoulder to shoulder here.
Right.
Shoulder to shoulder. Turn sideways.
Here comes Laverne. Wait, we're going to get Laverne in the picture. Laverne! Yay! Ladies and gentlemen that are watching at home.
Laverne.
Take a step back. We'll squeeze her
Need that again for next year, so you want to get that when you're done? No.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All your
Good job, okay.
Much appreciated. Yep. Absolutely. Gentlemen, thank you for helping.
As everybody takes their seats, I would just like to say thank you very much. This
Did you
was a
want to say
wonderful
anything?
surprise today. We work with some amazing women in the town of Riverhead, and I appreciate each and every one of you, even if you're not a department head and you are a woman working for the town of Riverhead or a woman in Riverhead. Congratulations to all of us for all making a difference.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. So with that said, does anyone have any other announcements that they would like to make at this time?
I do.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, it's St. Patrick's Day, which means that the Jamesport East End Emerald Society Parade is almost here. Not this coming Saturday, the following Saturday, March 28th. Kickoff is at 1 p.m. sharp. And this year we have something a little bit different. After the parade, there will be an after celebration at the Georgette Community Center immediately following the parade. We'll have music and lots of different things for people to do. You'll be able to just walk right over there and celebrate St. Patrick's Day with everyone. So we'll see you on March 28th.
Thank you, Joanne. And if you don't have St. Patrick's Day plans. I know the Lions Club is doing something today from, I believe, 5 to 7, 9 at the Moose Lodge, so you can check that out. Great stuff. Anyone else have anything? Yeah? Okay. So we have our town clerk, Mr. Wooten, for our correspondence and our reports.
Okay. Okay, on the correspondence, we received several letters reference to motocross, some parking issues on Roanoke and Northern Parkway, the doctor's office there. Also, one from Marlwood of Baiting Hollow, a reference to golf cottages. A letter from John Rhatigan, reference to response to comments, I guess, that were made during the town board meeting via Zoom. When it comes to the ice skate rink. A letter from Robert Gass about the fee schedule for site plan renewal, and a letter from John McAuliff in reference to, I guess, a no King's Day. So that, all those letters can be seen and read as part of the agenda on the website. Under reports, we have the Riverhead Police Department monthly report from January of 2026. We also received the town clerk's monthly report for February at $7,510. The building department monthly report for February was $125,099. The receiver of taxes monthly utility report for February was $395,034.03. The receiver of taxes total tax collection as of March 4th was $107,944,101.37. And 1 week later, on March 11th, $108,666,835.94. And that completes the reports and the correspondence received this meeting.
Thank you, Mr. Wooten. At this time, we have a public hearing. We have 3 today. Our first one is that the public hearing will be held for the town board today on the 17th day of March at 2:10 p.m. The time is 2:25 and considered proposed local law amending Chapter 217, Article 1, entitled Administration of the Riverhead Town Code, and adding Section 16.1 of the Riverhead Town Code entitled Change of Tenancy. Here he comes, Mr. Liam.
Hello, Councilman.
Fire Marshal.
So just a kind of brief synopsis on these code changes. This code change goes along with the next one as well. They kind of go together. It's a proposed amendment to change or to create the use tenancy permit under the fire marshal's office. What that will do is instead of everybody coming in for a use inspection or a use permit for when they're changing their business, might be the same business, just different name, we'll be able to streamline that through our office to do a tenancy permit inspection where we can then do such thing as operational permits, emergency contact information, and just kind of streamline that process for when those businesses are trying to get up and running. So that's the purpose of this, and it just kind of helps the building department out, gets they're more focused on the use inspections and when there is an actual change of use for a property. And so we'll be able to streamline that process for the businesses trying to go into new spots.
Hey, Liam, if you'd just like to hang there just for a second, just like to open our public hearing, and if there's anyone in the room have any comments or questions that they would like to address and come to the podium. Is there anyone online? It would just be with this specific public hearing at this time. No one online, no one in the room. Okay, give it a couple more seconds. Just don't want to rush it. All right, with that said, I will close. Is there comments from the board at all?
No.
Any comments from? I will close the public hearing. We will leave it open for 10 days for written comment, and we will go from there. Our next public hearing is today, 17th day of March, 2026 at 2:10 p.m. The time is 2:27 to consider proposed local law amending Chapter 231 titled Fire Safety, Article Yowzers. Anyone, Eric, you want to give me that title?
27?
27, all right, entitled Tenancy Permits of the Riverhead Town Code. To Greek, not Roman numerals, college.
Yeah, so again, kind of just, it's just another section that references the same tenancy permits, just kind of cleans up the town code a little bit. So.
Okay. Anything online or anyone in the room? Just going to give it like 4 more seconds. I know there's dead time. Don't forget all those things we announced, but I want to give this. Yes, sir.
That's a question.
Yes, sir.
Directed at Eric. Eric, when we have these do we have to leave these open for 10 days if the board agrees right now to just adopt, not to go ahead and adopt these?
So there is no requirement to leave open for written comment beyond the notice date for the public hearing. That's been the town board's practice for
Right.
a number of years. If the intention were to adopt immediately following a public hearing, we would just want to know about it ahead of time to prepare the adoption resolution, because we would have to put all that together. It has to be noticed, and the notice of adoption has to be put in the newspaper.
Yeah, just for simple matters like this, it seems to stretch it out this long, doesn't,
We did that at the last time board meeting. We did one, for the tax break for fire and EMS, we did immediate. This brings us to the 10 days would be before our next town board meeting, so it gives people an opportunity, if they haven't read it, to write in, and then we would
Yeah.
adopt it. So, but we can review these types of things if you'd like to.
Yeah, the only time that you wouldn't do an immediate adoption, even if you had one scheduled, is if you potentially got some adverse comments. You should technically take, like, I think it's 3 days that you have to consider those comments before you can take an action.
understood.
Any question, Bob?
I think it's good too, just to give the fire departments an opportunity to respond when necessary on certain codes like this.
Okay, well, I don't see any comment. Anybody else from the board have a comment or a question? I don't mean to rush it. All right, I don't see anything else. We will close this public hearing as well, leave it open for 10 days as well for a written comment, and we will be moving to our third public hearing, which says today, on the 17th day of March 2026, at or about 2:10 p.m., it's 2:30, to amend Chapter 231 of the Riverhead Town Code titled Fire Prevention, Article 3, Administration. Liam?
This is my last one, I promise. So this is going to be for inspection, testing, and maintenance of fire protection systems. What the town code currently says, it's a requirement by the state code for people to, contractors to submit inspection, testing, and documentation to our office. There's a lot of filing, there's a lot of reporting that has to go into computer systems that can be sometimes a lot time-consuming for a lot of the fire marshals. What we've decided to do is an online program management. We're going to couple with a company that will assist us in doing this at no charge. What it will do, it will just create an online platform for contractors to submit it electronically, and it will keep our data basically more succinct, and it'll be less time for us to kind of go through reporting measures. That way we can do more inspections and become a little bit more, proactive that way.
Excellent work.
Great.
Thank you, Liam.
Great.
Are there any comments from the floor on this hearing? Anyone online? No one online? Comments or questions from the board?
No.
Okay. So for hearing number 3, which Liam, you can do if you do them this quick, you happy to do a hearing every time. We will close this hearing and keep it open as well for 10 days. At that time, for written comment. So that ends our public hearing for today, and we will be taking comments on resolutions from the public at this time. If you have a comment about one of our resolutions, if you'd like to step to our podium, you'll have 3 minutes to speak, and just state your name and where you're from, sir. If you could just have a seat, unless you have something to come to the podium and speak about, which would be welcome. But if it's regarding one of our resolutions today, if it's not at our public forum, it'll be at the end for general conversation. So does anyone have a comment on the one online and one in our building? So
No microphone today.
we have a microphone everywhere, so that's how good they are.
You and the U.S. government.
CIA developed this for us.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
United States. John McAuliff from Roanoke Landing. I want to speak to Resolution 239, the reappointment of Joe Petroselli to the Landmarks Preservation Committee. And I want to ask one question, which is whether it is expected that members of these town commissions and committees should be residents of Riverhead. I don't know if that's a tradition or a legal requirement, but in any case, he's not a resident. The second question is whether, when issues come up, whether he recuses himself, for example, in the discussion of the Town Square Park, and the hotel, whether he and probably Ms. Schlager had recused themselves from that discussion and would in any other discussions. And I would note that the hotel that he's building, it's a little odd to have on the commission somebody who's going to put a building in that's going to hide three historic buildings: the Davis Corwin House from the 1840s, the Moses Benjamin House from before 1870, the Carriage House also from before 1870, and the Fresh Pond School, which was originally built in 1821. And if you look at any of the drawings, you see that those buildings you'll see their front side from Main Street, but you won't see, as you do right now, the side of the buildings, the very lovely expanse of the building. So, at any rate, you're not going to turn this down, but I think it would be better for the town, regardless of what else Mr. Petroselli has done and his admirable contributions on the aquarium and on the Preston House. I think that it's not really appropriate to have him as a member of our Landmarks Commission. Thank you.
If I may, I have to disagree with you. As the liaison to the Landmark Preservation Commission, Mr. Petroselli is a wealth of knowledge for restoring and recognizing landmark preservation. He has purchased several properties here in the town of Riverhead and have brought them back to the original integrity of what those homes looked like back in the day. He has no voting power, neither does Mr. Schlager, for, saying anything on their own properties that they're affiliated with. They really do wonderful things for the town, and I know that you're disappointed with what's going on in downtown Riverhead. I myself am so excited about what's going on down there, and any kind of input that we can have in a positive direction is so welcomed by me, and I believe the rest of this board.
Is there any residence requirement for members of commissions?
I do not believe so.
I would just like to add that to your point about him being on the committee, he's not the only one that is not a resident in the town that are on committees. Ms. Connie Lissandro is on several committees, and she does not live in the town. So I'm just pointing out he's not the only person.
Into the general question of reform of committees and commissions, that people ought to be residents if they're going to be part of the town government. So,
I think you also need to be aware that this is a volunteer position, and this is a person that takes time out of their busy life and all the projects that they are doing to share their knowledge. He's a wealth of knowledge, as well as everybody else in which you are seeing his names come forth this evening. And I was kind of astounded many years ago that he kept the Preston House, because for all intents and purposes, from anybody else that looked downtown, it looked like a building that should have been torn down. And what he invested and what he preserved in that particular project, and the history he preserved in it, is phenomenal. He's a wealth of knowledge. And so I'm grateful that he takes time out of his own business to come forth to give us some guidance, as well as everybody else on the committee. You got a great group of people here.
That as a consultant or an advisor.
He's a volunteer, John, volunteer. He's volunteering his time.
Eric, did you have something, Counselor?
Yeah, the code just requires that 4 members be town residents. And I think it's appropriate for the town board to also consider stakeholders in, whatever, whether it's the town or whether it's downtown specifically. I don't think that's an inappropriate consideration when it comes to appointments.
Also, just the fact is that, not one way or the other, but he is a taxpayer in the fact that he owns businesses in our town.
Correct.
So while he may not be a resident, oftentimes, we all speak of protecting the taxpayers and working with them. And I think the balance there is resident taxpayer and also business taxpayers. So I just wanted to bring that information to the forefront. So, thank you, Mr. McCullough.
Eric brought up a question of 4 members now.
Well, we have another person online, so if you want to wait, as long as it's.
Look at that in terms of the residents of.
Well, if it's regarding these resolutions, if not, it would be the open time period. So, Bob, did you have something?
Yeah, John, I just want to let you know, I'm a liaison to committees where they are not residents of Riverhead as well. They have expertise in things that some of our residents don't have, which is, is what it is.
We have members of the District Attorney's Office that have participated. We have members of Suffolk Community College that have participated, Riverhead School Districts that have participated on boards. It's about obtaining as much knowledge as you can on any particular subject matter.
Brookhaven National Labs, Stony Brook University. So, I mean, these people have expertise and they're willing to volunteer.
I didn't want to cut you.
No, that's it.
Okay, we do have one online, and so we're looking forward to our comment online about our resolutions.
Hi there, are you able to hear me?
Yes.
We are able to hear you. We're not able
Thank-
to see you. If you could turn your camera on.
I have my emblem up there. I'm Taki Turchin. I'm with Greater Calverton Civic Association. And I just protect the audio because sometimes, the video because sometimes the transmission falls away if I open up the camera. I'd like to comment on Resolution 264. It's the last one in the packet. It's the final scoping document for Duffy Motocross. I'd like to see an amendment in the language in section 2.2.2 on page 7. Sorry, excuse me. It mentions the generic organic farm, and I'd like the language to be amended to read Natural Earth Organic Farms, which is the entity that is farming there. It's regarding their organic certification, and if you'd like to include the Suffolk County tax map number, that would be beneficial also. But I just want to make sure that detail is in there so that it's not just for any certification. And the way the language read in the document, it seemed as though it was pertaining to another business across the railroad tracks from this particular farm. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your comments and your concern. I believe we made a note of that. Is there no one else online? Anyone else in the room that has a comment on a resolution before we move forward with our incredible town clerk, Mr. Wood? All right. No more comments on resolution, so Mr. Wooten, if you would take it away.
All right, we're going to start with resolution number 1, which is 222.
Sewer District Capital Project number 82210, budget adjustment for biosolids facilities. So moved.
Second,
Vote, please.
Woski,
Yes.
Merrifield,
Yes.
Kern,
yes.
Rothwell,
Sitting on the edge of his seat. Yes.
and Halpin.
Yes, sir.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 223.
Budget transfer for 2025 legal fees, so moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski,
Yes.
Merrifield,
Yes.
Kern,
Yes.
Rothwell,
Yes.
Halpin.
Yes.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 224.
Adopts budget adjustment for the Children's Adaptive Playground Capital Project, 72404. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski,
Yes.
Merrifield.
Yes.
Kern,
I have a question on this. Is this for one item or is this general for the playground? Does anybody know?
Our CDA director is in the building, so if you want to repose that question one more time, or in the
Sure.
room, I said building, but. Don't forget, while she's making her way to the podium, about the America 250, which you can plug into our town website and know all the great events coming up. Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hi, Don.
The spending line so we can use it to pay for some of the planning that we're working on.
Thank you. Yes.
Grants don't work well if you don't spend them, right?
Rothwell,
True.
Yes.
and Halpin.
Yes, sir.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 225.
Ratifies acceptance of donation of roses for the senior center. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski,
Yes, thank you to the Gableson family.
Merrifield,
Yes, thank you very much.
Kern,
Yes, thank you.
Rothwell,
Yes.
Halpin.
Yes, absolutely.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 226.
Amends Resolution 2026-161. So moved.
Second,
Vote, please.
Woski,
Yes.
Merrifield,
Yes.
Kern.
yes.
Bothwell?
I just want to thank these two individuals for coming forward in advance of being appointed, but we had that major snowstorm, and Highway Superintendent knew he was going to be falling short, of personnel and all hands on deck, so thank you for these guys stepping up. So, yes, thank you.
And Halpin.
Yes.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution number 227.
Rehires and set salaries for various call and recreation personnel for 2026. So moved.
We're going to be tabling this, so can I have a motion to table this resolution?
So moved.
Second.
Vote, please.
Woski?
Yes to table.
Merrifield?
Yes to table.
Kern?
Yes to table.
Bothwell?
Just with explanation, this was as of late yesterday afternoon. The numbers, once again, were not correct for the dollar amounts for the seasonal employees. So just in doing due diligence and putting it out to the general public to read it and be clarified on what exactly we're paying, we'll try again next town board meeting.
Absolutely. Want to make sure it's
Yes.
right, so
To table.
yes, the table.
Okay, so that's a yes, and Halpin.
Yes, the table.
Resolution number 227 is tabled. Resolution 228.
Set salaries for the 2026 call-in and seasonal recreation personnel. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
So we confirm that these numbers are in fact correct?
These are correct, yes. These numbers are 100%. They have been since the works. They were at the work session. They were correct. They're correct still today.
Woski?
Yes.
Merrifield?
Yes.
Kern?
Yes.
Bothwell?
Yes.
Halpin.
Yes.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 229.
Appoints a call-in park attendant to the Recreation Department. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski?
Yes.
Merrifield?
Yes.
Kern?
Yes.
Bothwell?
Yes.
Halpin.
Yes, sir.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 230.
Appoints a call-in park attendant to the Recreation Department. So moved.
Second.
Vote, please.
Woski?
Yes.
Merrifield?
Yes.
Kern?
Yes.
Bothwell?
Yes.
Halpin.
Yes, sir.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 231.
Appoints a call-in assistant recreation leader to the Recreation Department. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski?
Yes.
Merrifield?
Yes.
Kern?
Yes.
Bothwell?
Yes.
Halpin.
Yes.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 232.
Appoints an account clerk to the Finance Department. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski?
Yes.
Merrifield?
Yes.
Kern?
Yes.
Bothwell?
Yes.
Halpin.
Yes, sir.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 233.
Provisionally appoints an ordinance inspector. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski?
Yes.
Merrifield?
Yes.
Kern?
Yes.
Rothwell?
Yes.
Halpin.
Yes, sir.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 234.
Appoints Douglas Borg to the Town of Riverhead Emerging Technology Committee. So moved.
Second.
Vote, please.
Woski?
Yes.
Merrifield?
Yes.
Kern?
Yes.
Rothwell?
Yes.
Halpin.
Yes.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 235.
Reappoints Richard Wines to the Landmarks Preservation Commission. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski?
Yes.
Merrifield?
Yes.
Kern?
Yes.
Rothwell?
Yes.
Halpin.
Yes, sir.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 236.
Reappoints Kelly Sharga to the Landmarks Preservation Commission. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski?
Yes.
Merrifield?
Yes.
Kern?
Yes.
Rothwell?
Yes.
Halpin.
Yes, sir.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 237.
Reappoints James McMahon to the Landmarks Preservation Commission. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski?
Yes.
Merrifield?
Yes.
Kern?
Yes.
Rothwell?
Yes.
Halpin.
Yes, sir.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 238.
Reappoint Stephanie Bell to the Landmarks Preservation Commission. So moved.
Second.
Vote, please.
Woski?
Yes.
Merrifield?
Yes.
Kern?
Yes.
Rothwell?
Yes.
Halpin.
Yes, sir.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 239.
Reappoints Joe Petroselli to the Landmarks Preservation Commission. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski?
Yes.
Merrifield?
Yes.
Kern?
Yes.
Rothwell?
Yes.
Halpin.
Yes, sir.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution number 240.
Reappoints Peter Lucas to the Landmarks Preservation Commission. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski?
Yes.
Merrifield?
Yes.
Kern?
Yes.
Rothwell?
Yes.
Halpin?
Yes, sir.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 241.
Reappoints Alta Indelman to the Landmarks Preservation Commission. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski?
Yes.
Merrifield?
Yes.
Kern?
Yes.
Rothwell?
Yes.
Halpin?
Yes, sir.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 242.
Adopts Town of Riverhead petty cash policy. So moved.
Second.
Vote, please.
Woski?
Yes.
Merrifield?
Yes.
Kern?
Yes.
Rothwell?
Yes.
Halpin?
I'm just so excited when I came here. This is one of the things that we were able to do with our finance director, and this is great stuff. Yes.
Okay, resolution is adopted, and I just blew myself right out of my face. Resolution number 244.
I think 243.
243.
243 is.
Yes,
I knew
sir.
that, I was just
That's
kidding.
okay.
You're trying to throw us off.
Making
I
sure
know.
we're listening, right?
Oh, that's why it didn't show up. Okay, resolution 243.
Increase of petty cash account for the Riverhead Parks and Recreation Department and assigns the custody of the petty cash account. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Okay, Woski?
Yes.
Merrifield?
Yes.
Kern?
Yes.
Rothwell?
Yes.
Halpin?
Yes.
Resolution is adopted. Now we're up to resolution 244.
Amends Riverhead Water District schedule of rates and charges. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski?
Yes.
Merrifield?
Yes.
Kern?
Yes.
Rothwell?
Yes.
Halpin?
Yes, sir.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 245.
Approves S&D Mini Excavating, Inc. as a drain layer for the Riverhead Sewer District. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski?
Yes.
Merrifield?
Yes.
Kern?
Yes.
Rothwell?
Yes.
Halpin?
Yes, sir.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 246.
Approves Riverhead Business Improvement District Management Association's request to extend the filing date for filing of district tax exemptions. So moved.
Second.
Vote, please.
Woski?
Yes.
Merrifield?
Yes.
Kern?
Yes.
Rothwell?
Yeah, just got new leadership in the bid, so they're asking for notification time. Yes.
Halpin?
Yes, sir.
Resolution's adopted. Resolution 247.
Awards bid for chemicals for sewer district. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski?
Yes.
Merrifield?
Yes.
Kern?
Yes.
Rothwell?
Yes.
Halpin?
Yes, sir.
Resolution's adopted. Resolution 248.
Awards bid for generator maintenance. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski?
Yes.
Merrifield?
Yes.
Kern?
Yes.
Rothwell?
Yes.
Halpin?
Yes, sir.
Resolution's adopted. Resolution 249.
Awards bid for construction of prefabricated building for the Highway Department. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski?
Yes.
Merrifield?
Yes.
Kern?
Yes, Mike, you're on your way.
Rothwell?
Yeah, it's long overdue. Yes, please.
And Halpin?
All five of us are happy about this. This is good stuff. Yes, sir.
Resolution's adopted. Resolution 250.
Authorize the town clerk to publish and post to bidders for twin Honda outboard motors or equal, plus additional related items and installation for the Riverhead Police Department. So moved.
Second.
Vote, please.
Woski?
Yes.
Merrifield?
Yes.
Kern?
Yes.
Rothwell?
Yes.
Halpin?
Yes, sir.
Resolution's adopted. Resolution 251.
Authorizes town clerk to publish and post requests for proposals for buses for recreation, summer day camp trips. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski?
Yes.
Merrifield?
Yes.
Kern?
Yes.
Rothwell?
Yes.
And Halpin?
Yes, sir.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution number 252.
Adopts a local law repealing Article 1 of Chapter 105 titled Accessory Apartments of the Riverhead Town Code, and thereupon enacting a new Part 7 titled Accessory Dwelling Units, ADUS, of Chapter 217 titled Buildings, Building Construction and Improvements, and Housing Standards of the Riverhead Town Code. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski?
Yes.
Merrifield?
Yes.
Kern?
Yes.
Rothwell?
Yes.
Halpin?
Yes, sir.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 253.
Adopts a local law amending Chapter 265 of the Riverhead Town Code entitled Sewers. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski?
Yes.
Merrifield?
Yes.
Kern?
Yes.
Rothwell?
Yes.
Halpin?
Yes, sir.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 254.
Authorizes the supervisor to execute a non-binding project scope letter to PSEGLI for the redevelopment of 1129 West Main Street, Riverhead, New York, known as the Perkins Building. And from what I understand, we're just waiting clarification on funding, so we're going to make a motion to table this, correct, Bob?
Yes, second.
Motion made.
I'll make a motion to table.
Second.
Vote, please, to table.
Woski,
Yes.
Merrifield,
Yes, to table.
Kern,
Yes to table.
Rothwell,
It's a great project, Councilman Kern, so look forward to it. Yes, the table.
and Halpin.
Yes, to table.
Resolution is tabled. Resolution number 255.
Authorizes the supervisor to execute an agreement authorizing the town to accept funds from Suffolk County Office for the Aging for the purpose of supplementing the town's nutrition program for the elderly 2026. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski,
Yes.
Merrifield.
Yes.
Kern,
Yes.
Rothwell,
Yes.
Halpin.
Yes.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 256.
Ratifies execution of a license agreement with the Research Foundation of the State University of New York for installation of fish passage camera at Grangeville Park. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski,
Yes.
Merrifield,
Yes.
Kern,
Yes.
Rothwell,
Yes.
Halpin.
Yes, sir.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 257.
Zenith Building Addition Site Plan Preliminary Approval, 301 East Main Street and 12 McDermott Avenue, Riverhead, New York, Suffolk County Tax Map Numbers 0600-129-43 and 600-129-4, 5.2. So moved.
Second.
Vote, please.
Woski,
On this has been worked on very closely since the application first came in, and they have done everything that they have been asked to do. It is an as-of-right use, and I have no reason to not support it, so yes.
Merrifield,
Yes.
Kern,
Yes.
Rothwell,
So, we've talked about in the past about the parking, and that I wanted them to provide some type of parking, but they are in fact in the parking district, so as I spoke to Mr. Bergman, that we cannot hold them bound to anything outside of what the scope of the law requires, and so with that, they have met all the necessary agreements, although I wish they had provided additional parking, so they can get, different rates, for the rental units themselves that they're building in there, but we have to stay within the scope of the law, which says that they're permissible under the Parking Bureau, so I vote yes.
So when it comes, when it comes to me, I was not here when the scoping was done. I did watch this closely. The first unit that is there, it meets the things. The second one is going to be 5 floors. It is something that I did speak about and said that the pattern book did ask us not to go to the 5th floor. I know to set back. So with good conscience, just where I am, not having the full scope, I am actually going to abstain from this vote.
Okay, resolution is adopted. Resolution 258.
Ratifies authorization for town attorney to retain special counsel in connection with litigation commenced by Suffolk County Water Authority. So moved.
Second.
Vote, please.
Woski,
Yes.
Merrifield,
Yes.
Kern,
Yes.
Rothwell,
So I wish the Suffolk County Water Authority and President Jeff Sabo would come out and to speak with us so that we don't need to go through litigation. We're open-minded here. We're just looking for what's best for our taxpayers. But until he wants to resume talks about that, we'll go through the litigation side. So I vote yes.
Halpin.
Before I do that, I just want to read something that I wrote. I just want to take a minute and explain to our taxpayers that we did not ask for this. Not one board member. This board held a Monroe hearing and found that Suffolk County Water was not immune to the local zoning or land use laws or regulations. And now we, the taxpayers, together, everyone sitting on this board, and you at home, and you sitting here, have to pay for special counsel to defend our right to enforce our zoning and land use laws and regulations. If you're a taxpayer, I want to implore you right now and ask you to reach out to the Suffolk County Water Authority and let them know that you're not happy that we have to pay because they're choosing to bring litigation against us. This goes against everything that we speak about in this town all the time and people taking advantage of the town of Riverhead. You can send an email, you can send it to their CEO, Mr. Zabos, at Jeff, Jeff, dot SZABO at scwa.com. You can call them, you can write a letter, or you can go to their next board meeting, which will be March 26th at 3 p.m. at 4060 Sunrise Highway, Oakdale. I'm imploring the town of Riverhead residents to take action, to stand up and say we will not be taken advantage of because they are pulling water from a major draw from the Pine Barrens. We did not preserve the Pine Barrens to feed irrigation on the North Fork. That is what they're telling us they're doing, that they're going to be helping with residential, that they're not doing this for development. So as Mr. Rothwell said, they need to come out. They're also by pulling, if you look at their model, they're going to be pulling water instead of pushing it. That is a major, major power grid issue. We already have power grid issues on the east end of Long Island, and this will only compound it. Again, if you didn't, just rewind the tape when you watch it later and you can get those information. But I vote yes, and I hope we win.
Yeah, I would just like to add, Justin, if you could put Mr. Zabos' email up on the website and what the supervisor previously said, to email him directly, that would be great. And let's keep that going like constant. Thank you.
That resolution has passed.
Oh, there you say something.
Has been adopted. Resolution number 259.
Approves Clear River Environmental Service Corp. as a drain layer for the Riverhead Sewer District. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski?
Yes.
Merrifield?
Yes.
Kern?
Yes.
Bothwell?
Yes.
Halpin.
Yes.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 260.
Approve special event Chapter 255 application for the Greater Long Island Running Club, Kings Park, 15K. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski?
Yes.
Merrifield?
Yes.
Kern?
Yes.
Bothwell?
Yes.
Halpin.
Yes.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 261.
Approve special event Chapter 255 application for Polish Town Civic Association, Polish Town Street Fair and Festival. So moved.
I'm going to second it, but I'm going to ask for an amendment, if I may. Just looking down at the 1, 2, 3, 4 resolved, it says that it should be determined that the police or fire marshal and vehicle uses become necessary for this event. We know that will be the case. That in that instance, Polish Town Civic Association agrees to pay the costs associated with same, which shall become due and payable upon delivery. Once again, we have not updated our town code, and that is illegal to hold them responsible for paying for police. So I think we can keep moving forward if we just strike out that one resolved sentence that they are under no legal law required to pay. They did make a donation last year from money that they raised to help with police costs, but they're not obligated to pay. So I would ask for a motion to amend that, please.
I did raise that question to our legal department. I don't know if you want to chime in about what, because they asked the same thing, so.
I addressed this briefly at the work session when we went through the resolutions. These are boilerplate Chapter 255 approval resolutions. So that language is going to appear in every single resolution that the town board adopts relative to approval of the 255 event. In the past, we have not required it where it's on public property, the contribution to police and fire marshal services. So the language is really interpreted as conditional. You can either strike the paragraph or you can leave it. It won't really change anything relative to this event and it being conducted on town property.
I just think this is an event where our police costs are much higher than particularly usual, but it is an event that brings a large traffic group of people to the town of Riverhead, supporting not just members and vendors at the fair, but the downtown, the businesses, in Polish Town. It's kind of us having an opportunity to express our history here in the town of Riverhead, and I just don't want any preconceived, notions that we're expecting to be repaid for this. So I think that because of the cost of it, it should be stricken out of this resolution so that we're clear that we're not expecting. And should they make that considerable donation, which they've done in the past, that's grateful and appreciated, but it's not required.
Well, I I mean, I do agree with you to a certain point. However, I don't think that people realize how much this costs the police department and the town of Riverhead to have this event. I think that maybe moving forward, they might want to consider only having it one day, because this does fall on the backs of the taxpayers. And although it is a good event and it's nice to bring people into Riverhead, it does come at a very good cost, very big cost. Should that entire cost be placed on to, in this case, the Polish Civic? Absolutely not. I do appreciate that they did make a donation in the past, and
We talked about amending the law and changing it to
Yeah.
allow organizations to pay into it. But as we sit here today, we have not amended that law.
correct.
So we
Correct.
would be misleading them or the general public to think that that they are obligated to pay back, and that's why I asked for the amendment.
That's why at a work session I asked if they were aware of this, because I did see that it was new and have gone back and was told that it was not set in stone, so therefore,
Yeah, this paragraph's been there for several years.
I understand, but others are smaller events, and this is a significant cost. I think we should be straightforward with the general public, that we are picking up some of the cost of the police, but it is an event that helps a multitude of business owners throughout the town.
And if I can just comment on what Councilman Rothwell is saying and address Councilwoman, your concerns, right, is that I had a meeting with the chief, and we looked at another town and how they do it, and I'm willing to sit down with either one of you, where when somebody pays for a tent, for example, a portion of that does go to the police. And we're looking at another town that does it and the mechanism to do it that way. So for the,
Yes, and
for-
we have had that discussion,
Yeah, for
and
the
and that's
future.
wonderful for, you
I
know,
understand.
I think we're getting a little off topic.
We
on-
are or we're
on
not. I
this.
mean, what I'm saying is like this coming week, let's get it done.
Well, we have no authority to hand them an invoice.
No, we don't, and I would take this out. I agree.
so are we going to go back and amend
Yes.
every one that we've issued so far this year? That have been done, because the boilerplate is it's in the resolution right before 260, and so
I don't wish to go back and amend every other resolution.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear
she
you.
said she
I
doesn't.
don't wish to go back and amend every other resolution that we passed so far.
I
with
think
this
those
clause.
costs are minimal compared to what this is. And so I just think we need to be straightforward, public. It does come to cost, but it's a wonderful event.
It absolutely is. I'm fully supportive of it. Please don't
Right, I think everyone up here is.
misunderstand. I
That's-
have to be mindful of, the budget.
Well, and just, as an example, the prior resolution relating to the the Greater Long Island Running Club, they're paying a license fee for use of the bike trail for their running event. So it's what my point is, it's a little bit different from
Okay.
this one on the Polish Fair, where they're not entering into a license agreement with us either.
Can we change the word in that part of the resolution from shall become due to may become due?
We don't have any legal authority.
Yeah,
to
we don't
charge
have
them.
Okay.
we've not changed the code yet.
Is that right, Counselor? You're the town
Yeah,
attorney.
I mean, an alternative would be to add a resolved paragraph that waives that provision of Chapter 255 that prohibits us from charging on the town property specific to this event. Similar to how we waive or suspend enforcement of Chapter 205 when we do, when we allow open containers on Main Street for Alive on 25, and actually we do it for this event as well.
So what do we do here? Can we strike,
I think it's the easiest way is just to strike out the fourth
Yeah,
result.
just-
I
I
don't
like
see-
I like the other idea that the town attorney had suggested, creating additional resolved, saying it's waived.
Well, we need a motion from someone that wants to do, which way?
I made one motion. I'm
Oh, you
waiting
did? I'm
for-
sorry.
Waiting
Could
for
you-
a second.
I think the motion that you made is fine, just to take out the fourth resolve. It solves the problem.
So do you second my motion
That's what he's looking for a second for his
Oh,
motion.
I second it.
to amend?
By striking,
To amend
Strike out the fourth resolve.
To strike out the fourth resolve in Resolution 261.
All right, so now we vote on the amendment.
So can I have a vote to amend?
Okay, Resolution 261 amendment. Woski,
Yes to amend.
Merrifield,
Yes to amend.
Kern,
Yes to amend.
Rothwell,
Yes to amend.
Halpin.
Yes, to amend.
Resolution has been amended.
Got to read it one more time for a vote.
Absolutely.
Oh, me? Okay. Approve special event Chapter 255 application for the Polish Town Civic Association Polish Town Street Fair and Festival. As amended, so moved.
Seconded.
Woski,
Yes.
Merrifield,
Yes is amended.
Kern,
Yes, as amended.
Yes, it is amended.
Halpin.
Yes, as amended.
Amended resolution is adopted. Resolution 262.
Approved special event chapter 255, application for Riverhead Rotary Garden Festival. So moved.
Second.
Vote, please.
Woski,
It's always such a great event, Yes.
Merrifield,
Yes.
Kern,
Yes.
Rothwell,
And again, this has that same paragraph in there. I understand it's the boilerplate, but I think the fees are minimal, so I vote yes.
This event takes place on private, it takes
Private
place in one of
property, we
the
don't have to do
hangar
that, so-
parking
Yeah,
lots.
Right.
But
So-
it does have, that's why I said the fees
Yeah.
would be minimal. I mean,
I
I'd
don't
be an officer on standard routine.
Halpin.
Yes.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution 63.
Pay bills. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski,
Yes.
Merrifield,
Yes.
Kern,
Yes.
Rothwell,
Yes.
Halpin.
Yes, sir.
Resolution is adopted. Resolution number 264.
Adopts the final scope for the preparation of the DEIS for the Duffy MX Motocross Track Special Permit and Site Plan Application 2822 River Road, Calverton, New York, Suffolk County Tax Map Number 600-136-1-4. So moved.
I've asked Greg Bergman to come to be able to answer anything with that if we have questions, but.
So if I could, I
Wait,
would just
wait,
recommend.
oh, Greg, wait 1 second. Did you want to, anyone would second that before she said so moved?
Second.
Okay, now we're going to discuss.
Okay, so I would just before we move the resolution, I would support Ms. Turchin's point to amend page 7 of the final scope where it says including Peconic River Herb Farm. I would recommend adding language that says and Natural Earth Organic Farm.
Natural.
That would be on page 7 of the attached final scope.
It's highlighted actually, right?
Well, yeah, so those highlights were just for the board's knowledge and, members of the public,
Yeah,
so they
for-
can
for
easily
the board.
identify the amendments to the scope. So I would just recommend, after Peconic River Herb Farm, adding language that says, and Natural Earth Organic Farm.
Thank you, Mr. Bergman. So we need to go back actually and have a motion to amend.
Yes. I make a motion to amend on adopts final scope for the preparation of the DEIS for the Duffy MX Motocross Track Special Permit and Site Plan Application 2822 River Road, Calverton, New York, Suffolk County Tax Map Number 600-136-1-4.
Seconded.
Okay,
Vote to amend, please.
that was Woski,
Yes, as amended.
Merrifield,
Yes to amend.
Kern,
Yes, as amended.
Rothwell,
Yes, as amended.
and Halpin.
Yes to amend.
That amended resolution has been adopted. Resolution 265.
Authorizes settlement of New York State Division of Human Rights complaint. So moved.
Seconded.
Vote, please.
Woski,
Yes.
Merrifield,
Yes.
Kern,
Yes.
Rothwell,
Yes.
and Halpin.
Yes, sir.
That resolution is adopted.
Thank you, Mr. Wooten. Thank you to our
Yeah,
board.
No, there's two more.
We have two off the floor. I'm waiting, so I just wanted to, those are our resolutions we have. I
Okay.
did know that. Yes, sir. So we do have two resolutions off the floor.
Oh, yes, you have, can we just, do you have, Jim, do you have it?
I do, sir.
Okay, So do you want to,
Okay, well, we have two resolutions coming up before, that'll be 266 and 267 respectively. First one being 266.
So before we do these, I just want to say that we've had a meeting with Mr. Lalota, and his office reached out to us, asked us to submit these. We try not to bring things off the floor. Everyone here is aware of that. But with anything that can fund our town, that can help us in the future, and this is future funding, it's not going to be immediate, it's not a microwave funding. But anytime the Congress people call us and say, please, go this direction, lead this direction, we're going to follow that because we want to help. And so we're excited about the possibility of this, and we hope it comes to fruition. And we know that there are so many state and national leaders that are fighting for this town each and every day. So we're thankful for that. So we just need someone that's willing to read it.
I'll
Okay.
move it. Authorizes the Community Development Department to apply for community project funding, AKA Congressionally Directed Spending, Senate, and community project funding, AKA Congressionally Directed Spending, House of Representatives, for the Economic Development Initiative for repaving, draining, public works facilities, streetscape improvements. So moved.
Seconded.
Does anyone have any questions for our CDA director before we take a vote on it?
I want to say this is a good vast of a number of small projects within the town, ranging from Wading River to Highway Department project. I think it's something that, with the potential of up to $7 million, it's a multitude of different projects. So I thank Congressman Lalota for bringing this forth to us so quickly. But I don't know if you want to mention any of the projects, Dawn, but I mean, from the duck ponds to the highway yard.
So we hope that we could use some of this funding for several of the projects that we have that are outstanding, including beautification of the duck pond area, streetscape project, highway barn, and then there's another sidewalk project. I'm a little concerned. We have to apply by Friday. We just found out about this, I think, today.
Yeah.
This morning, and so there may be limitations to that funding, and it may just be limited to paving and drainage, so we're looking at that, but we added those items to the resolution just to make sure we're not, again, we have a short window here, so we're going to look very hard to try to get those projects funded through this funding. If we can't, there are other avenues that we will look for, and there are some that we've already identified for some of those projects, so.
oh, it would be good if we could look for a trommel for the yardways.
So
If it's possible.
we have to follow our congressman's lead on this, and so those are the things that they're giving us direction for a particular reason. So there are probably, as Councilman Rothwell mentioned, multiple projects that need funding, and we're looking every day for those projects, and we do have some for them. Whether this one will be the one, I don't know, but for sure, up to $7 million for paving and drainage will not in any way be a bad thing, and I think we should apply for as much as we can possibly get.
So I want the people to know we're looking for in the future a number of funding opportunities for the Wading River duck ponds.
Yes.
Obviously, that's near and dear to my heart. But there's a small component in this particular one, which is really like streetscapes, and I have to commend Joe Moriana. Did a great job in your office to do a quick rendering of what the duck ponds could potentially look like. We have nice sidewalks there, some plantings, some proper lighting along there. It looks phenomenal, and so this could be possible through us obtaining this particular grant. So in addition, of course, the other way is, of course, we are going to rebuild the duck ponds, restructure, clean them, and do bulkheading and things. There's a whole bunch of different steps. This is just one of them. This is more the beautification side of things as opposed to the restoration, but the photos look awesome.
Yeah, and Joe Rutt actually did those in engineering, but I think the other thing to remember is this funding, if it comes in for paving and drainage only, if that turns out to be the extent, then it still can be used for paving and drainage, but then the money that we set aside for paving and drainage could be offset for these other projects. And again, that's what we're always trying to do, sort of balance and stack funding so that we can get those projects done, and we definitely are. When we have another source, I think we've talked about, that could work for the duck pond too, and then there's a much bigger project at the duck pond for the drainage that you're looking at, I know, so.
And I understand your office is skipping all St. Patrick activities tonight and working around the clock to get this.
Yeah, no, we're, this, and it's a good, sometimes this happens and we just put other things aside and just handle it. And it's great to be able to work with our local congressional delegation to get these things for the town. And they've been amazing help to us in every way. So we are always happy to jump to it and get it done.
Yeah, his office has been very helpful. Spoken to him a couple of times late last night to get this through, so thanks, Don.
Yep.
Vote, please.
Okay, resolution 266, moved and seconded. Woski,
Yes.
Rayfield,
Yes, and I'm sure with your fantastic abilities at getting grants for the town, we'll be able to get something from this too.
But always a team effort. Takes
I
a
know.
team, but we have a great team, so happy to work with it.
Kern,
Yes.
Rothwell,
Thank you, Congressman Lalota, for your consideration. I vote yes.
and Halpin.
Yes, sir.
Resolution 266 is adopted. Resolution 267.
Guess I'll move this one. Authorizes the Community Development Agency to apply for community project funding, AKA congressionally directed spending from the Senate, and community project funding, AKA congressional directed spending from the House of Representatives for police vehicles. So moved.
Second.
Vote, please.
Woski,
Yes.
Rayfield,
Yes, thank you again, Congressman Lalota.
Kern,
Yes.
Rothwell,
Thank you, Congressman Lalota, for your consideration. I vote yes.
and Halpin.
Absolutely, and there is multiples in this. There's Senator Schumer, Senator Kristen Gillibrand, and Lalota, all of them to be thanked and bringing this through, and Dawn and your team, everybody in that office, from Krista, Joe, everybody. So thank you so much. Yes.
Yep.
Resolution is adopted. That concludes the resolutions.
We have, at this time, do we have any open comments from the public? Remember, you have 3 minutes. Remember that our desire is to listen to understand rather than oftentimes listen to respond. And so if we don't respond to you, anyone at home or wherever, that we're just trying to take notes and understand. That said, sir, if you just say your name and what burg you're from.
Yeah, my name is Monsignor John Cervini. I am a retired Catholic priest, the Diocese of Rockville Center. I help here at St. John's in Riverhead, the English Masses and the Spanish Masses. And I'm here to really, I guess, now thank you for not supporting ICE in Riverhead in terms of the Hispanic community. I understand that your police department does not collaborate with them, and I'm grateful for that. And I'm here just to remind you of the central position of the Catholic Church right now regarding ICE's deportation. It seems to be, we all know we need to have our borders secure, but the method by which they are deporting is inhuman. It goes against the Catholic fundamental teaching of the dignity of the human person. The dignity of the human person really came about by Gustavo Gutierrez, the liberation theologian, reminding us, I was a missionary for 17 years in the Dominican Republic on the border of Haiti for the Diocese of Rockville Center, and I was pastor of St. Peter the Apostle Parish. There we have a statue of Montesino. Montesino was a Dominican priest, 1511, delivering a homily directed against Diego Colon, Christopher Columbus's son, and Ovando the governor, where they were taking young boys in those days into the mines, giving them a quota to collect gold. If they did not come back, they chopped their hands off, literally, and it was the centerpiece of the modern Catholic Church's social teaching of the dignity of the human person. It goes back to that homily in 1511. And so our Catholic bishops in the United States have publicly gone against the deportation methods of ICE. The New York State bishops are against the methods that are inhuman, violating the dignity of the human person. And our local bishop, Bishop Barres, signed both of the state document and the document in Washington. So I am here to just say thank you to all of you who I understand really do not want to collaborate in Riverhead with the ICE operation as it is. We have very beautiful Hispanic community here. Many of them are legal, many are illegal, and Compassion is entering into the chaos of another person's life. And at times when the laws may have been broken for them to come here, we need compassion in executing those laws, not a sense of injustice. So I'm here just to say thank you, and I also want to thank Bob Kern and Ken Rothwell for coming to the Mass when the Cardinal from Guatemala was at the church here recently. You were very, very kind to be present, and I'm grateful for your attendance. Thank you.
That was a beautiful Mass, Father. It was beautiful to have the Cardinal from Guatemala. We're quite honored to attend that Mass. Thank you.
Okay.
Sir?
I'm just here to say it. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Is there anybody else in our room that has a comment or else? Is there anyone online? Gotcha. Yes, sir.
Okay. John McAuliff from Roanoke Landing, and a very close follow-up to the father. I had originally intended to reiterate in person the invitation for you to come on the 28th of March, when people from the No Kings protest will be passing by Town Hall on the way to the Supreme Court for our rally. At 1 o'clock, we'll be here. We'd hope that some of you could come down to talk to people about the OLA legislation and your view of it. But I now think that you all should be in Jamesport for the St. Patrick's Day event. So, but we will let you know subsequently, and you'll see in the papers that people were here, in a sense, knocking on your door. I wanted to end by noting the date. Most of my ancestry is 19th century Irish immigrants. There is a wonderful article called "When America Despised the Irish, the 19th Century's Refugee Crisis." It's available on history.com, an article by Christopher Klein, K-L-E-I-N. I'll read just a section of it before my time runs out, because I think the Irish experience bears mightily on what our country is addressing right now in terms of the ICE question. Although most certainly tired and poor, the Irish did not arrive in America yearning to breathe free. They merely hungered to eat. Largely destitute, many exiles could progress no farther than within walking distance of the city docks where they disembarked. While some had spent all of their meager savings to pay for passage across the Atlantic, others had their voyages funded by British landlords who found it a cheaper solution to dispatch their tenants to another continent rather than pay for charity at home. And in the opinion of many Americans, those British landlords were not sending their best people. These people were not like the industrious Protestant Scotch-Irish immigrants who came to America in large numbers during the colonial era, fought in the Continental Army, and tamed the frontier. These people were not only poor, unskilled refugees huddled in rickety tenements. Even worse, they were Catholic. With immigration controls left primarily to the states and cities, the Irish poured through a porous border. The Irish filled the most menial and dangerous jobs, often at low pay. They dug trenches for water and sewer pipes. They laid rail lines. They cleaned houses. They slaved in textile mills. They worked as stevedores, stable workers, and blacksmiths. Not only did working-class Americans see the cheaper laborers taking their jobs, some of the Irish refugees even took up arms against their new homeland during the Mexican-American War.
Thank you, Mr. McCullough. I appreciate your reading that.
Read one
Appreciate
more.
your comments
You
today.
give me another 30 seconds.
I think we're good for today, and appreciate
Well,
you.
I
so
know.
thank
It's
you
interesting.
so
You're tighter on time than your predecessor was.
I'm not
Whatever.
usually, but this is something you're reading from a book. So,
Well, I'm
but I
reading.
appreciate-
Okay. Any rate, people can find it online, or
Yes,
they
sir.
can contact me, and I think it's just worth remembering where we came from, how we got here, and how the situation of the people that are now the targets of ICE is not very different than
Mr.
I'm
McCullough,
sorry, Mr. McCall, if I just have to comment, these people that ICE are deporting are not targeted. These are people with legal deportation orders by the United States government in proceedings that were determined. So I disagree with the term targeted. If they are being arrested under proper federal authority, I don't consider that being targeted.
Well, the statistics so far, I mean, that's the talking point out of ICE. But the statistics
that's
so
the law.
far,
That's
the
the law.
statistics so far is that a minority of people who have been detained are people who have criminal records. Unless you're taking the view that anybody who's here without documents is inherently criminal, then most of the people who've been picked up have no criminal basis for being picked up. Many of them are picked up not with judicial warrants, but with administrative warrants, and not even always with those. So I think
They're
you
not
have-
required under federal law to obtain judicial warrants for the deportation.
Well, that's obviously
you
a
can
political
disagree with the
debate
law.
that's
No,
going on in the
No,
country.
you can disagree with the law, but that is the current law.
No, there's substantial numbers of people think that's not the right law. That's not the correct reading of the law, and that's what will be going on in Congress in the hearings on the new Homeland Security Secretary, and it's also what will be going on in terms of our next congressional elections.
I just wanted to correct your comments with
Okay.
regard to targeting.
Well, I accept the fact that that's a viewpoint, but I don't think it's a definitive
And
legal.
Mr. McCullough, I just want to, just because you addressed me and said I'm tighter than my predecessor, that legislation was set into place. And whether I agree with something or not, I was elected to fulfill and sustain the things that were here. So until that legislation is changed, I do my best to hold to that. So
Okay,
I just want you to understand. So I appreciate you today.
Sure.
Thank you so much for your
But
time
I think
and your
you should
courage.
look back.
Thank you so much
Tim
for coming
always
here today. Appreciate
allowed a
all of your
certain
comments.
flexibility that
We
I
do
think
as
you're
well.
less
We do as well. So thank you very much for being here today. Appreciate that. Anybody else online? Hi, Chip. All right, with that said, we will actually close our town board meeting today. All in favor?
Aye.
So moved, and now we will move into our CDA meeting with our CDA Director, Dawn Thomas.
Good afternoon again. We have a light agenda today, no resolutions, so we have.
Gentlemen, we're still having a meeting. If you could just wait 1 second. We have another meeting we're sliding into. I'm so sorry.
If, the only thing on the agenda would be to take open comments on CDA matters only.
Make a motion to sell the property?
Like to ask if there's anyone in the audience with a CDA matter that they would like to regarding just CDA matters or online. Again, we will be listening. We will not probably be responding. Maybe, maybe not. You never know. But typically we listen, understand. Just trying to give anybody online a chance. I know it takes technology. Okie dokie.
I think maybe for the minutes though, like we should probably simply state, if maybe council wants to give a little recap so that we won the lawsuit, but I think it should be, because we're having a CDA meeting, I think there should be, at least in our minutes, an update on the court's decision. I just think it should be for the records.
Okay,
Meaning to
so
Cal
for the
Property Act.
record, the judge issued a decision on the motion to dismiss submitted by special counsel relative to the 17 claims that Calverton Aviation and Technology asserted against the town. The judge dismissed 16 of the 17 claims, all claims against the Riverhead Industrial Development Agency. The only claim that survived is the tortious interference with contract claim. Our special counsel has prepared a proposed judgment as directed by the court's order and has submitted that, or will be submitting that shortly. And additionally, our counsel has submitted a verified answer on behalf of the town relative to the remaining claim of tortious interference. It's general denial, which isn't uncommon, and that is pretty much the status of it at this point.
I just think we should just address it by
Very
having a
fair
CDA
point.
meeting. It's great news, and we're moving forward and actively to determine the future of this property. And I think there's great things for a release of taxpayer burdens by our residents, so there's good things to come.
Indeed. Okay, so any comments?
Anyone online?
Oh,
John McAuliff again. I had not intended, but since the question has come up, I think that there's been press coverage about beginning to think about the future of the EPCAL land. And I think, Mr. Supervisor, you were quoted as for a 20,000 foot perspective. And I hope that that there is a real effort made to invite participation of the people of Riverhead and also to seek outside professional advice and not assume that in some way replicating what existed at EPCAL is necessarily the right solution for the long term for the town. So I just think that, like with the town square, that we should be looking at these things with a long-term horizon and not an immediate profit version, although obviously we need the funds that will come from the possible development. But I think a process that involves the full community would be very beneficial as we begin to look at what the use of EPCAL should be. And I hope we're able to overcome the limits on access to the land. That's I gather, maybe it is more from Mr. Howard on it, but the impression I received from the stories is that piece of the issue is still uncertain, whether we have access to the land. Is that correct?
Sorry.
The land at EPCAL, are we now able to get access to it, or do you still have to take some legal steps?
Our council is submitting a proposed judgment that would cancel the notice of pendency.
Okay.
And be up to the judge to sign.
Okay,
that,
well, hopefully we win on that, and then it'll be to the five of you, and especially the supervisor, to, I think, open the door for involvement of the community.
Thank you, sir. Any other comments on CDA matters only at this time?
Okay. No further comments. The only thing we need to do is adjourn, so we need a motion and a second.
So moved?
Second.
Waskey.
Yes.
Merrifield.
Yes.
Kern.
Yes.
Rothwell.
Yes.
Halpin.
Yes.
The meeting is adjourned.
Can you make a note that this was the longest